Hey guys, what's up? It's Miguel, and today we have the OnePlus 10T in hand, which I will unbox and review. But before we get into that, I'd like to talk about what this phone signifies and where it stands. So this is the T lineup, which usually stands for a more affordable mid-range series. In the past, OnePlus has used the T lineup to make affordable alternatives to its numbered series, as in the OnePlus 8T, or slightly improved versions that make the most of several months of tech advancements like the OnePlus 7T phones. The OnePlus T10 is based off of the OnePlus 10 Pro with a similar design and size, but it has a lower price and a few corners which have been cut to reach that lower price point. Interestingly, the OnePlus 10T actually beats the 10 Pro sibling in two areas. One is the processor, because the 10T has the Plus version of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 that the Pro came along, so performance would be pretty much the same, or at least on paper should be better than the Pro. The other is the charging speed. The 10T comes with a ridiculous 160 watt fast charger, and as long as you enable the mode in the settings menu and use the inbox charger, you should be able to get 160 fast watt charging. I should also mention that the price point of the OnePlus 10T starts at around 2,000 dirhams and goes up to around 2,500 dirhams depending on the specs that you go with. Alright, so let's get right into it. The variant that we have today comes with 16 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of internal storage. We also have the jade green color here, and apart from that, you can also see here on the bottom the Qualcomm 5G branding, which tells you this phone is powered by them. Looking at the box, we have a very vibrant red box with the 10T branding, and I also wanted to point out a very small thing that I saw here. Normally phones have brandings just on top of the boxes, but here we get to see the 10T branding on the inner side as well, which I think is unique. Up top we have the booklet, which consists of some paperwork, including the infamous OnePlus stickers in both red and black colors. We also have a SIM ejector pin alongside some generic paperwork and warranty information. Furthermore, we have the phone itself, which I will put aside for now, and right below it we have the signature red USB-C to USB-C cable, which is quite thick and chunky. And finally, this behemoth of a charger, the 160 watt fast charger, which you can see here. This is a heavy duty charger, and it also weighs quite a lot. I think it nearly weighs as much as a MacBook charger. I should mention that although this is a 160 watt charger, the actual charging speed is 150 watts, which according to OnePlus is for safety purposes and to reach consistent charging. Okay, so looking at the actual phone, we have the jade green color, which looks pretty good. We have a triple camera array at the back, and the back is actually made up of glass. The design is pretty much the same as the 10 Pro. We have the power button here on the right side, alongside the volume rockers on the left. On the bottom we have the usual speaker, USB-C port, and also the SIM tray. On the display side of things, we have a 6.7-inch Full HD AMOLED display with HDR10 Plus, and we also have the option of 120Hz refresh rate, which isn't LTPO 2.0 like the 10 Pro. Although the 10T's display is around the same size as the Pixel Pro and iPhone 13 Pro Max, it really does not feel like it. It actually feels a lot smaller due to the narrow design and the curved back. And I also did notice that the brightness was a bit lower than I would like, especially if you guys use the phone outside. Otherwise, the display colors and vibrance was pretty much the same as on the S22 Ultra. Now, talking about the cameras, the OnePlus 10T has a 16 megapixel front camera, which is pretty decent in my opinion. We have a triple camera array on the back, and the OnePlus 10T consists of a main 50 megapixel camera, an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens, and a 2 megapixel macro sensor. There's no Hasselblad tuning or branding here. You still get some advanced options like 10-bit photography and different shooting modes. When it comes to performance, OnePlus certainly put its focus on computer power with the 10T, and so it's tuned to a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 Plus processor, which is an upgrade over the standard Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 in the 10 Pro. This also comes with 16 gigs of RAM instead of 12 gigs. When doing an Antutu benchmark test, we were able to score around 800,000 points, which is decent enough, but weirdly it is a little bit less than what we've seen on other phones with the same chipset. Finally, coming down to the battery, and fueling the OnePlus 10T is a 4800 milliampere battery, which is slightly less than the 5000 milliampere battery found in the 10 Pro. And this may be a deal breaker for you, but it should still last you all day. To power it up, we have the 160 watt USB-C charging brick, which according to OnePlus should charge your phone from 0 to 100% in just 20 minutes. So I really wouldn't be too much bothered about the battery size here. Although I should mention that normally high wattages like this can quickly kill battery life, but OnePlus claims that after 1600 cycles, the battery will lose less than 20% of its original capacity, which sounds pretty solid. Unlike the OnePlus 10 Pro, there's no wireless charging on the OnePlus 10T. It's not a crucial feature, but this was a sacrifice made to keep the cost down. Coming down to a conclusion on whether you should buy this phone, OnePlus is usually known for making really good phones at reasonable costs, and although the 10T is somewhat reasonably priced, OnePlus may have cut too much corners with this one. If you're looking at only performance and don't really care about a telephoto lens or wireless charging and the non-LTPO display, then this is a pretty good work phone or even a gaming phone. Apart from OnePlus, the Pixel 7 Pro, when it's launched, is probably the phone to go with since it provides the 10T's missing features for a cheaper than average price. The Galaxy S22 Ultra and the iPhone 13 Pro, on the other hand, would also make excellent choices too, but those might just be a little bit out of the price range. Anyways guys, that's pretty much it for this video, and this was just a quick review because I got this unit for less than a day, so I just had to make a quick video about it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.